Hey y'all, Eric here with today's LGBT history video moment. So today I had another video queued up to go ahead with day 11. But yesterday I was thinking about it and it occurred to me, and I was looking at the calendar. I was like, wait a minute, tomorrow is National Coming Out Day. So I decided to do a video on the history of National Coming Out Day. And before I go any further, happy National Coming Out Day. The call to action back in the day, and I'll go through the timelines on National Coming Out Day and the history of National Coming Out Day, was come out wherever you are, a playoff of The Wizard of Oz when Glinda, the Good Witch, was telling the little people around her to come out, show yourselves. And that became a call to action for um, gay and lesbian rights back in the day, and now it's still a call to action for LGBT, the LGBT nation. And so and now in the climate, the political climate that we're in, no matter where you are, whether you're living in a blue state or a red state or a blue city or a red city or purple, it doesn't matter. This matters because there's still some people who cannot come out because if they come out, they could be bullied. They're not able to push back. They could be hurt, physically hurt. They could be murdered. And so all of us who are out, including me, we are their voices. We have to continue to we have to continue to protest because right now I did a video about Justice Clarence Thomas, who opened his mouth during an interview and said he's going after gay marriage. The military is getting rid of LGBT military persons, and the veterans are losing their benefits, even though they did all their service, and they're losing their benefits because of who they are. And trans rights. I don't have enough time to talk about the amount of states and cities and counties who are going against trans rights. I mean, I did a video about Stonewall and the parks and recs are over the museums, right? Well, Stonewall Inn is a museum, and there was um, an executive thing to say remove all trans people from the list, trying to erase us. This is why National Coming Out Day is still in place. Now let me just go into the history of it, and I'll show you the picture while I'm on the original picture, and I will talk to you about that. So National Coming Out Day was first observed on October 11th, 1988, created by activist Jean O'Leary and Dr. Robert Eichberg. The date was chosen to commemorate the anniversary of the 1987 National March on Washington for lesbian and gay rights. The day's goal is to raise awareness and show the diversity of the LGBTQ plus community through visibility, personal stories, which can be an act of resistance against discrimination. And here is a timeline and bullet points of all the information. So again, the founders were Jean O'Leary and Dr. Robert Eichberg. Sorry. The anniversary was about the March in 1987. The main purpose was to increase the visibility of LGBTQ plus community and to show that LGBT people are everywhere. It is a way to demonstrate support and solidarity, especially at a time when LGBT plus individuals still face discrimination. And you can't say that enough about the current political climate. The day quickly gained national attention, and the Human Rights Campaign, or HRC, which is the largest political organization for LGBT rights in the country, joined the effort in 1993, helping to push it to a wider audience. Artist Keith Haring even contributed his work to events now icon logo, and that's the picture that you're looking at right now. For its modern relevance, while coming out may have become easier for some compared to the 1980s, the day remains significant. It continues to be a day to celebrate identity, but also to resist against ongoing prejudice and to support those who are questioning or coming out in hostile environments. All right, and so I came out in college, I think in 1984, I believe, the year before I graduated. But I hadn't come out to my mom. I hadn't come out to my family. Just my fraternity brothers on campus and a couple of people in some of my religious groups because I went to a college that was sponsored by the Baptist Church and in name only, I can tell you, because of the activities on campus. Um, and I was a youth pastor at that time. And once I came out, um, and it was a progressive church too. I resigned from my church because I was gay, and I told I told one of my youth, and he came out to me, um, and we had a long conversation, and then I sat down with his parents, and it didn't go the way that he wanted it to go. And so, if I'm truthful, it's because of his coming out that I resigned for the church, and I haven't been to a physical church for the most part since then. Yeah, here in Charlotte, North Carolina, I used to go to MCC, overall, the gay church, but there was racism in that church. There were some people in there who didn't want black people in there. And so, again, I haven't really been to a physical church since then. But I'm very spiritual and I believe in God. Um, I'm a Southern black boy, and that's a cornerstone. I don't agree with everything, and I push back. I push back against the church. I do. Not a lot of people do, but I do. But again, National Coming Out Day still matters. People are dying, still dying. People are still getting killed. Um, Money for research is being removed. I mean, this is 2025, and we still don't have a vaccine for HIV, which is the virus that creates AIDS. We still don't have that. Medicine, medicine is working much better than it ever has to allow people to live, for the most part, a normal life based on what what is normal. PrEP now is a good thing, but for some people, mentally, it's making them feel like they are Superman. because if they take PrEP, they don't have to worry about anything. But they should, because PrEP doesn't stop other STDs. So, National Coming Out Day is still relevant. And so today I celebrate National Coming Out. If you are able to, you don't have to tell everybody. You don't. Just tell someone that you know who doesn't know and y'all have never talked about it. Just tell that one person and see how the conversation goes. And I will say this because I've lost friends. I have. When I came out, I lost friends. Some of them were my fraternity brothers. And I was president of my chapter at the time. And they tried to remove me, but the majority of my fraternity brothers supported me. Um, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Yeah, there is a possibility that you could lose friends and family. You could. But the question is, your peace of mind. How much would you pay for your peace of mind if there was a monetary price where you would have to change pronouns, almost have to lie to protect yourself? That weighs on you. I mean, because I used to do it. I used to do it when I was in high school. I was dating girls and I was having sex with my best friend. One of my best friends, yes, I was. And we were doing that so that we could get our thing was we were doing that so that we wouldn't get our girlfriends pregnant. That's that was our thing. That was our thing. When we got in college, we acknowledged that we were gay, but we didn't stay together, and that was my fault. Um, and if you're listening to this video, I want you to know I've been thinking about this and thinking about this, and I dismissed you. I did. We didn't even have a conversation. Um, and I was stupid back then. I was. And I want to apologize to you for my actions. Um, the person I'm talking about, their life just blew up in a good way. Yes, I have been following them, and I'm so happy that they are happy. Even today, have done more things for the community at large than I could ever hope to do. So I'm happy about that, but it was still weighing on me, and I needed to get that out. So again, happy National Coming Out Day. If you have a friend who is trying to come out, because there are some people who are out in their personal life, but are not out in their work life. And I can tell you that is hard. That is hard. The love of my life had that same issue where I couldn't go to his company functions, but because I was out, I used to take him to my company functions. And he would have to bring one of his friends, female friends, who knew he was gay, to those functions so that people would think that he was straight. And it was fine. But after 3 years, I told him, I said, look, this is not working. This is not working. You're hiding. You're hiding me. We were already hiding me from his parents. And I said, I can't do this. I can't do this. So instead of coming out, because that was his journey, that was his journey. I had no right to make him come out at work. But I asked him, are you cool with lying about your life? I mean, do you think about that? And he just started crying. And so I hugged him and I told him, you don't have to take me to the functions. You don't. But I would rather you not go to the functions than lie. Just make something up. Tell them that you're going to visit your parents and go visit your parents, or that your sister is coming in town. Um, People will talk. And people are going to talk anyway because they got nothing else better to do. But if you have someone in your life who is trying to come out, help them. Help them. Tell them it's okay. And they can take baby steps. Because at the end of the day, my journey is not your journey. And your journey is not my journey. We all have to make the best choices for ourselves based on where we are in our journey. And if it's not a safe place, don't do it. Don't do it. I would rather you be safe than be out. So I'll wrap this up. And I will end this video like I do the other videos. Happy LGBT History Month. Happy National Coming Out Day. Hashtag elections have consequences. See you on the next one.